There's a $321 billion shift in online shopping that started earlier this year, and it's going to continue over the next few years. This year, however, by the end of 2025, over $47 billion will be lost by non-AI ready e-commerce stores, with all that money going to brands that are AI commerce enabled. Now, real quick, my name is Tanner Larsson. If you don't know me, I've been in the DTC space for over 20 years, and I'm also the author of Ecommerce Evolved, which has become known as the Bible of modern day e-commerce. But more importantly to this conversation, I have been privileged to be behind the scenes of the AI commerce rollout as part of a couple private beta programs. And right now, I want to walk you through what's happening, all right? So right now, ChatGPT has an estimated 800 million users, not counting all the other AI platforms. 43% of daily users ask for product recommendations from AI. AI shopping adoption is growing 3 times faster than mobile shopping adoption did. And AI, it doesn't just give advice, it recommends specific products to buy based on contextual data and specialized analysis. And because of this, in less than 12 months, ChatGPT has become the most trusted shopping advisor on earth. Now, I'm going to share some crazy statistics with you in just a second, but think about this. When ChatGPT or Perplexity or whatever tells you this blender is perfect for your needs because it doesn't feel like a search result or the hard pitch from a sales ad. It feels like personalized advice from someone who understands exactly what you want. See, guys, this is not another marketing channel. It's a wholesale shift in how buying decisions are being made online. So, real quick, here's the current state of AI visibility across e-commerce. Amazon has spent 5 years building their AI visibility infrastructure. They're at 100% implementation. 100% AI visible. They're the only store on the planet right now at that level. Walmart is close behind at 97%. Now, Target is the next closest at about 30%. Okay? Now, all other stores online fall between that 30% mark and 0. And Shopify stores, they show up at about 8%. Okay? Now, that's not because they're more optimized. It's just because the basic structure that Shopify includes by default gives it that much visibility in AI commerce, which is a good start, right? And I'm sure it's going to get better as Shopify does more of these AI integrations and things like that. But that's where the state of the market is right now. Now, this is the gap right here that will cost non-AI ready brands $47.6 billion in 2025 alone. And with that number keep getting bigger each and every year. Now, let's talk about old search versus new search. And I'm specifically referring to product discovery here, how people find products. The old way is using Google or Amazon and searching through pages of results, trying to find what you want. Then evaluating, comparing, and second guessing yourself until you make a decision or give up on the process. Now, the new way is contextual prompt-based AI searches. I'm sure you've done it. I do it daily. My wife does it. Everybody does it, right? We search in AI like, what's the best trail running shoe for flat arches under $150? BPA-free water bottles with a pop-up straw will fit in a Tesla cup holder. What's an affordable and super quiet blender that will fit in my small apartment kitchen? See, these are contextual, and the AI does the heavy lifting. It can also act based on what it knows about you from previous history or additional info that you give it, even based on an image that you upload. Then it goes out, does the research, analyzes, evaluates, crunches the data, and then it delivers you a completely customized to you response, complete with the best recommendations and supporting reasons why. Now, and because of this, that's the reason that people have changed the way they shop. Now, over the last 12 months, it has been a fundamental shift, okay? Crazy. Before it was Google, compare product, and then decide. Now it's ask AI, get recommendation, buy, okay? Now look at these stats. 82% trust AI recommendations more than ads or reviews, okay? 42% of online shoppers have directly purchased a product recommended by AI in the last 3 months. And 55% of consumers have changed how they search for products and brands, moving away from Google and towards AI-driven platforms. Think about what this means, okay? When Google gives a search result, people click multiple links and compare. But when AI gives a product recommendation, most people just take it. They trust the AI like they trust a knowledgeable friend, not like a search engine, not like an ad. Why? Because AI doesn't feel like it's selling to them. It feels like it's advising them. And as a result of this, the conversion rates are significantly higher on AI referred traffic, and the time on site before purchase is lower. Now, while all this is good news, here's the not so good news. Chances are that your store at this moment is pretty much invisible to AI commerce search. And that's because you can't SEO your way into these recommendations. AI doesn't crawl, it doesn't rank, it doesn't care about your copy. It evaluates, it recommends, and it reads structured data. And it needs clean data facts that it can trust and interpret. Okay? What's actually needed is a specific data structure that these AI platforms could understand and trust, something that we call the AI visibility layer, and it's built using something called smart data points. Okay? Now, a few facts to drive this home as to why the stores are invisible. 89% of all product pages globally lack the required fields for AI shopping agents. 72% of product mentions in ChatGPT alone come from smart data point rich sites versus 28% from basic HTML or your traditional PHP sites. 68% of products are filtered from AI commerce results due to incomplete data. All right? They're just not showing up. Your products are not showing up. Now, by the way, a big chunk of the structured data that AI is looking for does not currently exist anywhere on most e-commerce sites. And it's not because you're doing anything wrong, but because this is the first time in history that there was a way for data like this to be used for product discovery. It's never been needed, it's never been used, so why would we have it until now, right? Now, direct search still works, okay? It's the contextual prompts where you're not showing up and where you're failing, okay? So if someone searches XYZ brand resistance bands, you'll probably show up in AI because it's a direct search and it can find that. But that's not how people shop anymore. They're asking those detailed contextual questions like, what are the best resistance bands for home workouts under $100? Which resistance bands are safest for postpartum recovery? What resistance bands have the heaviest resistance? The standard ones are not enough. These are very unique type searches and not what you would normally see from traditional product discovery. This is why AI needs this additional layers of data, okay? So right now, your store is invisible and the AI agents or the AI bots that are crawling or looking at your site are guessing without that data. So you need this AI visibility layer so that the bots or the AI agents can interpret your product details and deliver them into a contextual based response so that they can recommend them to your customers or your prospective customers, okay? Now, let me explain to you how AI actually sees your store. Now, again, it doesn't, like I said, but let me paint you a picture, all right? You walk into a grocery store where every single item has its packaging stripped away, okay? No product names, no ingredients, no nutrition labels, just anonymous containers filled with something. The aisle looks like this picture. You can't tell what anything is. Would you buy anything in that store? Of course not, right? You'd go somewhere else that was easier to use, right? And that's exactly how AI shopping engines see your Shopify store or your WooCommerce store, or your Magento store, your e-commerce store right now. That's how they see it currently. Now, I want you to go back and think about a nutrition label for a second, okay? Think about a product with nutrition label. Before those nutrition labels existed, you couldn't tell what was in the food without guessing. You had no way to know the ingredients, the calories, or nutritional value. Well, the smart data points that I mentioned, those are exactly like nutrition labels, but for AI commerce. Without this special nutrition label, AI search and AI shopping assistants can't properly read and understand your products. They don't know what your product truly is, what its specifications are, who it's perfect for, when to recommend it, or why it's better than the alternatives. It's just guessing without that kind of data. Now, continuing on from the nutrition label example, just to give you a more full idea of this, there are three main types of smart data points that your store needs, okay? And most likely currently doesn't have these in place. Number one is the core product intelligence SDPs, which these tell AI exactly what your product is. Number 2 is the contextual matching signal SDPs, which help AI know when to recommend you and your product. Number 3 is the competitive advantage marker SDPs, which help AI explain why you're better than the alternatives and a perfect fit for that particular contextual search. These are what form the must-have smart data points, all right? Now, beyond that, there are also a bunch of advanced SDPs that can turbocharge your results, but you still need to have these 3 basic ones and sets of this data in place first. Now, here's an example of how this works to kind of give you more of a visual picture, all right? Let's say you sell a premium yoga mat that's perfect for hot yoga because it has superior grip when wet. Now, when someone does an AI search for that, without smart data points, AI only sees generic information. Yoga mat, $89, available in blue, green, and purple. With smart data points, AI now understands premium non-slip yoga mat with 5mm thickness, tested to maintain 97% grip retention even when exposed to moisture and sweat, ideal for hot yoga practitioners, made from eco-friendly natural rubber, antimicrobial coating, includes carrying strap, 4.9 out of 5 stars from 342 verified users who specifically mentioned its exceptional performance in hot yoga studios. Cleans with dish soap and water, $89, usually $139, available in blue, green, and purple. Well, if those 2 things being equal, guess which product AI will confidently recommend? This isn't just adding a few tags or keywords or some kind of SEO schema, okay? It's creating a comprehensive machine-readable product profile that gives AI everything it needs to match your product with the exact customers who need it. And without these smart data points, your online store is again practically ignored by AI. AI is expensive to operate, all right? And its systems are trained to skip data and sites that are hard or complex to analyze, because this means it'll be expensive. So the AI just bypasses your store and moves on to something easier. Meanwhile, Amazon, Walmart, Target, and other smart retailers have the equivalent of like flashing neon signs, detailed product specs, and organized comparison data that makes AI confident in recommending their products. Now, they're not winning because their products are better. They're winning because they speak AI's language right now and your store doesn't. Now, because of this, Gartner research predicts that brands without proper AI visibility structure will see a 35% collapse in discovery-based sales by 2026. It's not a typo, 35%. All right, so if your store currently does $20K a month, that's $7,000 gone, right? At $100,000 a month, that's $35,000 per month in discovery-based sales. Can your business survive that big of a revenue collapse or a revenue hit? Even if it's potential revenue, can you afford to lose that? It's absolutely crazy how fast AI commerce is moving. And there is a huge opportunity here, guys, for DTC brands who capitalize on this fast and early. This is very early. Okay, now here's another reason that you need to be implementing this in your store right now. AI shopping assistants learn from their own recommendations. So in other words, every time an AI recommends a product and a user engages with that recommendation, the AI becomes more confident in recommending that same product again. And this creates a vicious cycle that gets harder to break with each passing day. Let's run through it, okay? Number 1, AI recommends brand X with smart data points instead of your product without them. Customers click, purchase, and are satisfied with brand X. Even if they don't purchase, let's just say they click on brand X in the recommended results. AI becomes even more confident in recommending brand X because of the interaction. So now brand X appears in even more AI contextual shopping recommendations and is weighted to show up higher because it has previous engagements. And every time someone else engages with it, it gets more weight to push it up and up and up. And your product and other people's products falls farther and farther behind. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to become to break this cycle. I promise. I'm not trying to scare you. The simple fact here, though, is AI is moving too fast. So here's another crazy bit of data I learned from the AI beta programs. The recommended product click breakdown. When AI returns a search prompt, it usually returns between 3 to 10 products, depending upon what search platform you're using. And the breakdown of clicks is pretty crazy. So the first recommended product receives 72% of the clicks on average. The second product receives 19% of the clicks. and everyone else fights over that remaining 9%. Okay, now the order of recommendation is based on, an algorithm or a system or whatever the AI platforms are not sharing. But what they did say as part of the beta program is that the primary source of intelligence for making the recommendation is the smart data points that they're able to retrieve and how well the data supports or fits what the user's contextual search prompt was. Meaning, the better and more complete your SDPs and AI visibility layer are, the higher the position your products will have when recommended. Right now, while most stores are still invisible though, you have the opportunity to claim those top recommendation spots. But again, this is moving fast and these opportunities won't stay open forever. So here's a mini case study of this in action, all right? So Vitamix, premium blender brand, sells, expensive blenders. They didn't change the product or price. They added smart data points for a bunch of their different products and product data, right? So what they saw though was a 217% increase in AI-driven product views and achieved a 14% conversion rate on AI-referred traffic. That's 4 times higher than their website's average. All right, now even more impressive, 40% of these sales came from first-time customers who discovered Vitamix through AI recommendations. Customers who might never have found them or bought from them through traditional channels, and up to now haven't. And this is a 9-figure brand we're talking about, so they're well known. Now remember, same product, same price, no new advertising. They just made their existing product details and product advantages available and visible to AI commerce engines. And then AI started confidently recommending them to the right customers. Now, this works across the board, guys. All stores, all niches, all industries, and across hundreds of different implementations, we've seen the same consistent pattern. Products without proper AI visibility layers are virtually invisible to AI shopping assistants and appearing in less than 5% of relevant searches. Products with the complete AI visibility layer achieve 65 to 85% visibility in relevant searches, with higher conversion rates from AI-referred traffic and reduced returns because AI is better at matching customers with the right products. So that is the difference between being invisible and being the recommended product when your ideal customer is ready to buy. And don't forget, guys, these AI commerce engines, these shopping tools that AI is using, they are buyer engines. They're not just searching, they are shopping. These are buyer engines. And every major analyst firm is seeing the same dramatic pattern as it relates to AI commerce. Forrester Research predicts 58% of all product research will happen through AI assistance by 2026. eMarketer predicts AI-influenced shopping will grow 300% faster than traditional e-commerce through 2028. Morgan Stanley estimates that AI shopping assistants will drive $321 billion in retail spending by 2030. And then Harvard Business Review recently called AI shopping assistants the most disruptive force in retail since the smartphone. Now, the gap between the brands that are AI visible and those that aren't is growing wider every single day. And here's the critical timing element, all right? We have maybe 12 to 18 months before AI visibility becomes a standard requirement just to compete. Implementing this gives you a massive competitive advantage. Soon, though, it'll be just the cost of staying in business because everybody's going to have to do it. Now, we've seen this pattern before. The brands that adopted SEO early in 2005 dominated search results for years. The company that mastered Facebook advertising in 2012 built audiences and made sales at a fraction of today's costs. The brands that jumped on TikTok in 2020 are still reaping the benefits. So this is your 2005 SEO moment, but for AI commerce. And the brands that get visible now will establish dominance that latecomers will struggle to match. This is happening now. So I hope this quick video opened your eyes to what's going on with AI commerce. I'm going to have a lot more to share with you soon, but I encourage you not to sleep on this. This is not something that's going to happen someday. It's already here. So don't sleep on this, guys. To learn more, go to ecomaidatalayer.com. And there you can get a copy of my case study / white paper. It's kind of a combination hodgepodge of both, 20 some odd pages. And it's going to walk you through the AI commerce and e-com platforms in detail with examples and show you really how all this is working, what the visibility layer really looks like, and pretty much everything you need to know to really get up to speed on it. And I'm also going to give you access to our AI Visibility Analyzer tool, just a cool little casual tool that you can plug your product page URL into, and it will tell you what AI can see as well as what's missing from your page. So you can plug it in your own URLs, and also you can plug in your competitors' URLs and get an idea of, hey, how well does my page show up right now? What can AI see? What's missing? And then you'll have a better understanding of how important it's going to be to get this implemented on your site. Now, beyond that, once you are up to speed and you've decided that you want to fix your AI visibility problems, and if you want my help, we have a program that teaches you how to do this yourself. And we also have a service where my team does it all for you. Okay, that's just an option. And if not, no worries. But I hope you don't let this sit and then wind up paying the price 18 months from now while your competitors got ahead of you on it. So hopefully you use this stuff and run with it, and I'll see you in the next video.